$9 an hour. This is below minimum wage. You know, no bathroom breaks, no meal breaks.
Give a type of money that can only be spent for a specific number of reasons. And some worry about that state control or whatever, but like in this particular narrow use case, you want to give checks to individuals to get the economy moving again. Yeah. So if you think of programmable money that expires if you don't spend it.
Going to a different economy, and we're going to be learning more about that as we go, but clearly we're learning that things can be done from remote locations. We're learning that technology can replace people even more than we thought.
We're not going back to the same economy. We're recovering, but to a different economy, and it'll be one that is more leveraged to technology. And I worry that that is going to make it even more difficult than it was for many workers.
In Silicon Valley, and my friends who work in technology know that what we did to the manufacturing workers, we are now going to do to the retail workers, the call center workers, the fast food workers, the truck drivers, and then even bookkeepers, accountants, insurance agents, lawyers, and on through the economy. So what happened to the manufacturing workers is a very clear sign.
And so we'll import Chinese-based CBDC technology. So it's going to be CBDC in a box provided to you by the People's Bank of China.
But every stock, every bond, every currency, every commodity, every piece of art, every private business, every piece of real estate will eventually be a token on a blockchain, an entry on a ledger, permanent and immutable. We will have truth instead of trust, and we will save over $7 trillion a year. 6 to 8% of global GDP is wasted by the friction of the trust industry that's necessary when you have dual entry accounting. With triple entry accounting, which is what a blockchain is, we get rid of all of that friction. It's a beautiful future.
Like what you see in China and their social credit scoring systems, right? If we get identity wrong, it could be a tool to enslave humanity. And if we get it right, it could be a tool to liberate humanity. And as an American, I'm obviously rooting for the one that's on the side of freedom.
Bitcoin is an international asset. And also, I do believe the role of crypto is, it's digitizing gold.
I actually believe this technology is going to be very important. Look at it. We have been part of the huge revolution in investing through ETFs. We believe that ETFs will be changing the whole way we invest. Many people still use it as a means, people are investing it for indexing. No, the majority of people who are putting money in in ETFs are active investors that are buying exposure. The entire bond market is being transformed as we talk right now. I believe the next generation for markets, the next generation for securities will be tokenization of securities. And if we can have that distributed ledger that we know every beneficial owner, every beneficial seller, we all have our code of who's buying, who's selling, instantaneous settlement. And think about it, it changes the whole ecosystem.
Chinese bank ICBC has been hit by a ransomware attack, and the U.S. Treasury market, as a result of that, has been disrupted. This, according to the Financial Times. We're getting more right now with Bloomberg's Shonali Bassick. Shonali, what do we know?
Listen, we have the Financial Times now reporting that ICBC, one of China's largest banks here, was hit with a ransomware attack. And remember, they're a very significant intermediary in the Treasury market. The SIFMA has told its members that this has been part of the reason here that the system is kind of clogged up, if you will, during that auction that we saw a little bit before. The attack had prevented ICBC, according to the Financial Times, from settling Treasury trades on behalf of other market participants. A large executive at a major bank also telling the paper that such a large party on the fixed income clearing corp creates major concerns, potentially impacting the liquidity of Treasury markets.
Now, it was not just a poor auction. It was absolutely lousy, and when the dealers have to step in to save a treasury auction, that's a rare occurrence. And
welcome to the Crypto Teacher. And guys, please like and subscribe if you do like what you're listening to. Please inform your friends and family and spread it all over social media. It is imperative that we get back to learning finances and understand how the world really works, because once we understand how the world really works, we understand that it is all planned out. Now, I want to thank those who purchased the books Cryptoteacher and the New World Order book. Remember, the New World Order book shows you how the world really works, and it is definitely time for you to wake up out of that sleep, especially in the times that we're in right now. And 2024 is going to be one of our most entertaining years. We have the presidential election. We have the drums are beating. We have the emerging markets going to be flipping the switch on the fourth industrial revolution. Now, we had the Fed signal rate cuts, but remember, guys, they haven't cut rates yet. So we know the master magicians are about to set up that distraction. So therefore, they can cut rates while we still have inflation. And in the fourth quarter, once the election is over, we know the movie begins. And also, guys, I want to thank those who purchased the 3 kids' books. It's time to re-educate. Also, much love to those who donate to the Cash App, Patreon. Much love. Keep it coming. Guys, if you're not a part of the Patreon, make sure you're donating to the channel through the actual Cash App. But guys, this next Bitcoin and crypto bull run is going to be a utility run. So you want to make sure you have the cryptos that have real utility. And much love to those who are shopping at both stores. Keep it coming. And of course, guys, we get into Bitcoin and cryptos first.
Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel.
And right now we have Bitcoin and crypto up. We also have stocks up. We have Trump making Bitcoin and crypto great again. And guys, I went into the store. I make a right-hand turn down one of the aisles, and I thought it was a sign, but once I got past it, it was actually a robot. It actually stopped before I did. It was the sensors around it. And then once I cleared the way, it started moving again. So I had to get my son to make a video. Guys, you can't make this stuff up. The machines are definitely coming. So make sure you go and follow and like the TikTok. And guys, make sure you subscribe and spread this channel everywhere. You know how important it is. And we're going to have a lot of consolidation in the markets over the next 3 years. And I'm talking about a lot. We have Blackrock assets under management rise to 10 trillion. But like I stated, guys, there's going to be a lot of consolidation. We already have a handful of companies that own everything. But through M&A, they're allowed to get bigger and bigger. And because the sheep stay asleep, stay distracted on things that don't matter, we see monopoly after monopoly. And regulation is definitely not going to stop them. Remember, in the NWO book, I tell you, the corporations are going to be the new government. And remember, the Cryptoteacher told you. Now, guys, make sure you're paying attention to the actual indicators. We have yield rates, which are up. But don't forget, guys, yes, we have yield rates moving slightly up. But we had stocks and cryptos take a decent dump. Only thing we're doing is getting back to the levels that we were already at. Then we have the dollar down. We have volume and crypto right now up as we pump. And of course, we have Tether and USDC. And then we have the Fed. Repo at $406 billion. On Friday, guys, make sure you're pulling that on a daily basis during the week. And we have Hong Kong set to release stable coin consultation results, paving the way for regulation. And remember, guys, Hong Kong is the straw man for China. Nothing happens in Hong Kong without China's permission. And we see Hong Kong leading this fourth industrial revolution. But we know in order for the machines to rise, we have to have distractions. We have to have a crisis. And like I told you guys, we have the election as one of the distractions. We have the Birdman. Now they say it's like 4 new cases. We have the hacks, and we know the big one is coming. Plus, we have the drums are beating. Like RFK Jr. stated, they can pick from either one of those in order to implement a crisis, in order to bring the machines in. The Black Swan event is definitely around the corner. And remember, the Cryptoteacher told you. Now we have the Republican National Convention is kicking off. And we also know Trump is going to be picking the VP. And I don't know how many times this has happened in history. I got to check history. But remember, Mike Pence was his old VP. And how many times have a president ran for second term without his original VP? But nobody talks about Mike Pence. And then, guys, of course, we have the Bitcoin conference. And like I stated yesterday, if Trump speaks, this is going to put Bitcoin on a global stage. And this will let us know that we are on track. Remember, the emerging markets start this year. We start next year for the fourth industrial revolution. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. Now, we have the spot Bitcoin ETFs, Blackrock, Fidelity, and Grayscale. All three, of course, are pumping right now. And getting over into a little crypto news. And we know the casino just keeps getting bigger and bigger. We have partly market bets on U.S. Secret Service chief on getting fired. And we see the betting culture is just getting bigger and bigger. We know this is definitely Babylon. But when people start getting this UBI or UHI, there's free money. They're definitely going to be sitting at home betting and smoking you know what. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. And then lastly, guys, we have Tether taps chain analysis former chief economist to help communicate with regulators and stakeholders. And we know this is all about surveillance. Remember, these stable coins are going to be programmable, being able to tell you what, where, and when and how to buy. And you have 3 to 6 months to spend them, or poof, they're gone. And remember, the crypto teacher told you, because he knows when it comes to the NWO, it's all planned out. But that's all I have for you. Don't forget about the books. Crypto Teacher and the New World Order book, plus the 3 kids books. It's time to re-educate. Also, new to cryptos, Coinbase, Bitrue, Binance. Do not forget book links and crypto links are in the description. The stock channel, guys. Don't forget to go like, subscribe, spread everywhere. You have your Kobo, your chip stocks, your banking, your gaming. While everybody's sitting at home, get home stocks, the Seaver, the biotech stocks. And while everybody's at home wishing they were still getting that free money, what are they doing? Drinking and smoking weed. Don't forget about those stocks, and you have a wonderful day. The most powerful person in the world is the storyteller. The storyteller sets the vision, values, and agenda of an entire generation to come. Steve Jobs. And guys, you know I truly believe in this. When you look at the New World Order, they're the storytellers. And that's the reason why I wrote my New World Order book. But guys, now it's time to change the current generation. And I wrote 3 kids books. You know, I love the Trinity because I understand the power that's in it. So I have 3 books. We have an opportunity to change the generation, to educate, not just me, but I want to show you that I take action on a daily basis. And I want you to take action on a daily basis. Whether it's your job, whether it's in your community, we have an opportunity right now to educate the masses. I posted this on my Twitter account. Please share, but this is a short clip of the 3 books. There's going to be a clothing line and action figures. Please get these books for your kids, nephews, cousins, friends, so therefore we can start the re-education now. Because as we see, the 4th Industrial Revolution foundation is definitely here. Robots, algorithms, drones, taking humanity out the picture. We have to re-educate. But let's get into the video.
Part 1. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save the village. Part 2. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save New York from COVID-33. Part 3. King Joshua and Grandma Tam goes to China.
It's mandatory to get part 1, part 2, and part 3 of this series. It's time to re-educate Generation Z.